Good Monday morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Try to give you a good update on the weather this week. It looks fairly predictable, I think, and maybe even, if you talked me into it, try to look into heading toward the 4th of July week. But the comments got to be nice, and you got to talk me into it. All right, here we go. We have a fairly widespread storm system moving through Michigan, the Great Lakes right now, but it's sending spokes of precipitation around the storm. So it's not an all day long type deal. And in fact, there's a good break in the rainfall that I'll show you here on the radar. And so I would anticipate two more spokes of this storm system to rotate rain through. One this afternoon, this evening with showers and thunderstorms. Some could be strong or isolated severe, and then another spoke comes through tomorrow. It might be late afternoon, or it might even be tomorrow evening. I'll show those both to you on the future radar, the modeled radar, and we'll show you warmer temperatures too as we head toward the second half of the week. Finally going to get a stretch that really feels like summer with temperatures into the 80s. Hey, good morning, Maureen Dwyer from Livonia, and here we go. Let's take a look at the radar. And this is our first wave of rain that has moved through overnight. Not too bad. And you can see it shifting toward the northeast, and you get back to the southwest, and it's kind of dry. Yeah, the rain watering the plants is really a nice feature. Okay, so here's the current satellite picture, and you can even see some breaks. Here in Frankenmuth, we're getting a little sunshine. Brandon Woosley, good question. Are those storms capable of producing tornadoes later today? Well, you know what? Yesterday, a large tornado formed by South Bend, Indiana, and we're kind of in that same pattern in lower Michigan. So I already put an alert out to the folks at MLive. Let's keep an eye on it. Yeah, Tony Velasquez, hey, remember, you got to work your birthday, all holidays. You got to work Christmas Eve, New Year's Day, early in the morning or late at night. So yeah, it's a pretty easy job, I'll be honest with you. Okay, here we go. So, I want to try this name. Hey, good morning, Eicheline Wilkerson. Hey, that's not too bad once you spell it out for us phonetically. Here's the radar forecast. Let's go to 10, 11, 12. And so here's that next wave of rain. Yes, Brandon, if the sun breaks out, could get noisy. So what Brandon's talking about is this next wave of thunderstorms coming through. This is 4 in the afternoon. So the main flare-up will be in the late afternoon and into the evening hours, and it'll be showers and thunderstorms, and they could be vigorous to severe thunderstorms isolated in locations. Keep an eye on that for you. And as we go into overnight, things quieting down as far as coverage, but we're still in that scattered strong thunderstorm pattern. Then let's pick it up. So that's what I'm calling wave number 2 of rainfall off of this storm system. Here you can see it on a different model right here, afternoon and evening. And then we go kind of quiet tomorrow morning, except for maybe across the eastern UP. And then we go into tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock. And that's the third round, the cold front, the final system coming through. Looks like swim meets will be canceled this afternoon, start time at 5. Possible. You know, it's a thundery pattern, but you got to be right under it for it to affect a swim meet. So it's possible, maybe more toward likely than not likely. Okay, and we go into Wednesday, and Wednesday will be drying out, and that's when the summery weather really starts to kick in. Of course, the next couple of days, it's going to be fairly warm also. Now, I want to show you this because the weather pattern is changing to a more summer pattern. Mark Richard Smith Manley, when will it start to get warmer? this week, I mean, even today with showers and thunderstorms around, we're going to be about 80 to low 80s. Tomorrow, the same deal. And then as we get to the second half of the week and the rain stops and we get some sunshine, then we creep to 82 to 85 degrees. Hey, good morning, Mike Joy. So the warmth is coming. One thing I wanted to tell you is now it looks like we're transitioning to the summertime type storm systems, which are about 3 to 6 hour clumps of storms rolling across the area. Hey, good morning, Brandon Adams. So we're getting to the point now where you might see in forecasts, you might see rain, thunderstorm, 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 thunderstorm. But I always like to quantify that with time. You're probably talking a couple of hours in any one spot if it does happen. And they'll be more spotty too. Not everybody gets in on a heavy rainfall. All right, so let's go back to this. This is the GFS, the US model, which I actually haven't been super impressed with the upgrade versus the European. European still looks like it's doing a lot better. Okay, so we're into Wednesday, we're into Thursday here, we're into Friday, Saturday, and what you should notice here is nothing really well put together for a large-scale storm system, so it means the rains will be slowing down. Rainfall forecast for the next couple of days. With the thunderstorms, we can still see some spots that pick up an inch. Don't use this as an exact location. Use it more as northern lower still has more rain to come than southern lower, but we'll all have some rain. Yes, April, looking forward to drier weather. Ooh, retiree picnic time on Friday. That looks like it could be a good deal aside from isolated quick thunder showers. All right, here's the summer weather now. Temperatures, high temperatures today. High temperatures today, let's call it about 80 degrees, plus or minus a degree or two. And then high temperatures tomorrow. Let's call it 78 to 80 or so. Wednesday, start to creep into the low 80s. The Detroit area, maybe mid 80s. And Thursday, add 2 degrees onto that, and you start to get to 82 to 85. And then we go to Friday, and you start to get to 80s, well into the 80s. 85-ish becomes common. Let's look at Saturday. And let's look at Sunday. And those are quite a ways out. And another point in this that I'm talking about warmer temperatures, we still have a storm track to our north. There's still storm systems in it, so we will still get a cold front, knock the heat down to back to the mid to upper 70s for a day or two, and then it'll build back up. It's almost like what we should have June 1st to June 10th-ish happening now. So it may not be that much of a delayed type summer. And you know, I talked to a lot of farmer friends and they all agree. Second half of summer, we could do a reversal and it could be hot and we could have a hard time getting a drop of rain. So weather patterns can change that quickly just with kind of a rearranging of the hemispheric weather pattern if that happens. Right now, it looks like a gradual warm up and gradual slowdown on the amounts of rain, the days of rain. So just get out and enjoy it. This is something that a lot of folks have been waiting for a long time. I would say with the standing water, all the vegetation, all the moisture in the ground, it will probably lean toward more of a humid pattern when we get into the 80s because there will be a lot of evaporation each day. Hey, good morning, Billy, Sarah Ball. You have yourselves a great day also. Omaha tonight should be out of that storm system in Omaha tonight. Oh, College World Series. I've been watching that too. That's a good question. Hey, let's go back to it. Let's check it out. This is bonus stuff here, folks. All right, let's go back and find out. Let's go back and find Omaha tonight. Bear with me just a moment. I'm going to change sectors here. And let's find... I haven't even ever really gone to Nebraska. Here we go. Forecast. All right. Let's see if it'll bring it up for us. Maybe not. Okay, there we are. All right, Omaha tonight. I lost it over the weekend, so I don't know what's going on. I'll have to get updated. There's tonight, so they must still be in it. Good. I'll give it a watch tonight. Looks like it should be dry. Should be good weather for that. You don't want to go to Nebraska, says James Swanson. So there you have it. Today, we have a lull in the precip. Showers and thunderstorms will flare back up in the afternoon and evening hours. Some could be strong to severe. I'll keep an eye on that for you. Then we have another batch coming through tomorrow evening. In between there, tomorrow looks dry. Then we start to dry out and warm up for the second half of the work week. There's your update from MLive. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me. I'd appreciate it if you hit the share button anytime you're watching this. That really helps me tremendously, and you have yourselves a great Monday.